Where in the world is Austin Burke? I'm all the way over here. How you doing? What is up, Flick fans, and welcome back to my channel. And today we are talking about Carmen Sandiego, the brand new series on Netflix. I'm very excited to talk about this. I watched every episode, as I did for The Punisher, and 2 Netflix movies today. I'm exhausted. But I wanted to review this for you guys and let you know, is it worth watching? And for those of you that have watched it, did you like it? And this is your space to tell me that. Let me know, did you like it? Did you not like it? Are you looking forward to it? If you guys don't know how my reviews work, I like to talk about the movie and then give you my score. Let's talk about Carmen Sandiego. So in Carmen Sandiego, the series follows the adventures of Carmen Sandiego, a globe-hopping master thief. So if you guys don't know what Carmen Sandiego is, you have probably heard the name, but this is a character that has been around for a long time. She started out in games, and then she got television shows made about her, and I believe, the last I heard, there is a live-action Netflix movie coming out, and I don't know the intended audience for that, but I did hear Gina Rodriguez is attached to that as well, so that is very interesting. But this is an animated show, straight up animation, and I will say, the audience is mostly intended to be for kids. I mean, I enjoyed it for what it was, absolutely. Is it the best show I've seen in the last few months? No, I've watched multiple shows, and this is definitely a show that is majority intended for kids, but there is enough in there that if you are watching this with your child, or if you're just a fan of this character, I do think you can enjoy it. I enjoyed it, and for what it was, I think it works. I think Carmen Sandiego is a really fun spy espionage. It kind of, to me, feels like what Kim Possible was in a way, although Carmen Sandiego does make an effort to teach you more. It's informative. It talks about different locations all around the world. There are different ethnicities, different languages, and really, it's a show that is going to inform kids, entertain kids, leave the adults walking away going, you know what, that wasn't all bad. And I think it just does its job. That's all you can ask from a show like this. Carmen Sandiego is a fun ride. I know it felt like I was just wrapping up the review, but I just want you guys to know that I know some people saw this animation style and they're like, that's not necessarily for me. And it did. It took me like, maybe not the entire first episode, but like 20 minutes to just kind of get into, well, I guess that's the whole episode, but like 20 minutes to kind of get into what they were doing, right? Once you get into that animation style and you start actually diving into the story, it's interesting. And it's not what you would expect from an animation intended towards kids. No, the storytelling element, especially in the first episode, is interesting because she is kind of reminiscing her story to someone else that was involved with that story, telling the audience, hey, this is where I came from. These are the missions that I go on. And then you start to go along on these missions with her, and it's just an entertaining ride. Now, I've seen, like, not the debate, but I've seen the questions on the internet. Is Carmen Sandiego a good guy now? Well, there are some things in there that make me think that it has switched up the lore. Can I say the lore of Carmen Sandiego? I don't know all of the lore of Carmen Sandiego, but I will tell you this, she is not a superhero. She is a villain. She is at the Vile Academy, so no, she is a villain. There are things in there that happen that may upset some fans of this character, but there are also things that happen that may make people go like, you know what? That's a welcomed change, and I like when you take a property like this and you don't do the same thing. First of all, if they did the same thing, it would be a game, so it'd be weird. But second of all, they took the informative aspect of Carmen Sandiego and they made it really fun. I mean, I'm sure it's been fun before, but this was genuinely entertaining. The voice cast, the characters, all of the different sidekicks and the people that she interacts with. I love our boy Finn from Stranger Things. And he is so good in this show. Seeing his character for the first time, I'm like, okay, I recognize that voice. Who is it? Oh my gosh, it's him. And at the end of episode 9, not episode 10, but at the end of episode 9, I was looking at the animation going, I don't know what I was looking at the beginning of the first episode because I found it so visually appealing. The more I watched the show, I genuinely ended up liking the animation style. It is very simplistic in a way, but the bold lines, especially around the characters' eyes and their movements, it works. And it creates a visual aesthetic and appeal that I think parents, kids, and just fans of this character in general are going to enjoy. It is something that is informative, yes, but it also takes on that spy, espionage. She can do this. Can she do this? Where in the world? And they say it multiple times. That may be a negative because they just keep, where's Carmen Sandiego? Okay, we get it. You don't have to keep saying it. And we get to the end, and it's a bit of an open-ended ending. It's not something that is super concrete, but it's not in a way that's going to upset you. It's a welcomed cliffhanger, and it's something that leaves it open. We're going to get more of these. We're absolutely going to get more of these. I think it's going to be a hit, especially for the intended audience, but I think it's going to be a hit in general, and people are really going to enjoy it. If you don't super duper enjoy it, you're going to watch it and say, yeah, that's cute. It does what it needs to do. I'm not in love with this series like I would be something like The Punisher or Haunting of Hill House, but Carmen Sandiego did its job, and that's all you can ask of a show like this, and that's why I'm going to give Carmen Sandiego on Netflix a 70%. Really good. That's a good score. It's a good show. It does exactly what it needs to do. I'm going to recommend this to multiple people because I know fans of the character, and then I know my younger cousins who would really enjoy this, and they have Netflix, so I will be calling them up and saying, y'all need to watch this show. And I'm so happy I can say that because I didn't want this to be a waste of my time. Yes, it's a very brisk watch, only 9 episodes, like 20-30 minutes a piece, but I have so much to watch and so many reviews to push out that I didn't want this to be something where I look back and I go, I really wasted my time. It wasn't. I'm glad I watched it. I'm glad I could recommend it. So thank you guys so much for watching this video. I don't know when it's releasing, so I don't know what videos are coming out or what videos haven't come out. I know the Punisher review and I know the Glass spoiler review are on this channel right now. I'm working on some other Netflix stuff. It's a long weekend full of a lot of reviews, but I do it because I truly appreciate everything you guys do. Be sure to like this video if you want more Netflix stuff. You are the absolute best, and I'll be back with more very soon.